Imagine being able to perform a card trick without a deck of cards. In fact, imagine being able to let your spectator think of a card, and then with one vague question, somehow you know exactly which card they are thinking of. This is the binary poker effect. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the casino. Today I'm going to be giving you a first look at my brand new magic product, the binary poker effect. Alright, I'm gonna take off the ridiculous glasses, and today I'm just gonna talk to you normally. This is the binary poker effect, which is the first Magician Club product, the first ever release that I've done through the Magician Club, which ordinarily is just my membership, but now it is also a magic shop. I'm going to be releasing tricks and ideas and products through the Magician Club that you can get your hands on. And today I'm going to be telling you about the first one of those, which is a single card effect that you can slip into your wallet, your card box, and it is innocently disguised as a poker hand rules card. And when I say innocently disguised, I mean this is a poker hands rules card. It can be used as that. It is completely correct. You can take this to poker night, you can take this to a casino. You might look like an amateur if you take it to a casino, but you can. From royal flush right the way down to pair, this is a correct poker hand card. So you might be asking, well, what's the trick? Like, what's different about this? Why do I need to buy this? And the answer to that question is this accomplishes a mind-reading trick. You hand this card to your spectator. You ask them to think of any card on here, and it's a 45 card display. Cards are repeated, but it's a lot of choice that they can pick from. They think of a card, and just by telling you which hands that card appears in, you know exactly which card they are thinking of. The reason it's called the binary poker effect is because this uses the binary principle, which if you're unfamiliar with, I will dive into in this video, but I actually spoke about it in my last video. Because of this, I wanted to review that trick because I've been working on this for quite some time. This is the binary principle mixed with playing cards, but in a poker hand card that is correct. It took a lot of maths and a lot of trial and error and a lot of work to get those two things to happen simultaneously. So today I'm going to be telling you how to use this card and kind of a little bit about it. And if you want to purchase this, it is available down in the description. But yeah, this is a card trick without a deck of cards, which has been a fascination of mine for quite some time because card magic is a genre that spectators are very familiar with. We understand card tricks and we understand what playing cards are as spectators. But decks of cards are sometimes a bit of a clunky thing to carry around with you. Whereas something like this uses the genre of card magic, but without the need to have a deck on you. So you're doing a card trick without the need of a deck. You can still have them pick a card, just not physically. You're doing it mentally. There is no force. They can truly pick any card on here. Within limits, there's a little bit of sort of psychological thing you're gonna do. It's very simple. You simply tell them to avoid royal flush. So the binary principle works for every hand on here except royal flush. And the justification there is really easy. Those cards are too obvious. 10 Jack, Queen, King of spades, too obvious. Go for any of the other ones. Immediately, it looks like it makes the trick more difficult. In actual fact, it makes it work. So how does this work? What is the binary principle if you are unfamiliar? Well, you probably aren't unfamiliar. If you're a magician and you've had a beginner magic kit, they often include a binary magic trick in there. It's often with those meaningless number cards that you see, right? And the spectator takes out every card that has their number on it. You add up the numbers in the corner and you arrive at their number, right? It's pretty meaningless. It doesn't really mean anything, but it's a cool principle, right? The principle is really, really cool. In my last video, I spoke about the palm reader card by David Anick that uses this, but there are lots of tricks out there, hundreds of tricks probably, that use the binary principle, and this uses it as well. There's no surprise there. This uses it. It's an age-old principle. It's something that just works. So by adding up the secret category values that are assigned to each poker hand, you get to the value of their card. Now, not only do you get to the value, but 60% of the time, you also get the suit. So 60% of the time you perform this, you are going to know exactly which card they are thinking of. And I know what the next question is going to be. What about the other 40%? Well, the other 40%, most of the time you are going to get the card value and the color as well. So you're going to know whether it's red or black, and then basically you're one card away. With a very, very simple bit of mentalism and fishing, you can get the card, right? Any qualified in inverted commas, any qualified magician or mentalist should be able to do a very simple equivocate or narrowing down to get to the card if you're one away, right? Or there's multiple outs. There's so many options, right? Loads of things. But a very, very small percent of the time, you are gonna have to do a little bit more to get the suit, right? I tried for a very long time to make it work perfectly where you would get the card on the suit every single time. I have yet to find a way of doing that and keep the poker hands accurate. That was another really, really important thing. Now, is there memorization involved? That's the next question. And the answer is yes, there is. I won't lie to you there is memorization, but it's very logical memorization. So I'll give you a little hint of the method here without giving the full thing away. The category values, like I say, they're logical, so straight flush is 8. That's the category value for straight flush, and for straight as well. So if you can remember that straight is 8, then you have memorized the first category. Congratulations, it's very easy. 4 of a kind, guess what? It's 4. Pair and 2 pair are 2, because pairs are 2s, right? It's easy memorization. There's a couple of things that you're gonna have to memorize in order to do this, but basically as soon as you hear those category values, you're basically being told the secret numbers. You add those up, you get the value of the card. Like it's really, really simple. But like I say, most of the time you're also going to be able to get the suit as well. So if they say flush at any point, if their card appears in a flush suit, you know that it's going to be hearts, because the straight flush and the flush hands are all hearts, and that's 2 whole hands on there, right? And there's other ways of getting the colours as well with the pairs and the 2 pairs and stuff, but I'm not going to dive into all of the specifics in this video. So is this the holy grail of mentalism? Is this the greatest card mentalism trick you will ever come across? Absolutely not. You know what? It might not even be something that you want to perform at a gig. I will say that. And that's probably not great marketing-wise, but what this does do really well is it's a social trick. It is instantly repeatable, it is fully examinable, it is just one single card, there's no sleights, there's no gimmicks, right? It's just a very simple bit of mental maths. You will never be adding up more than 3 single-digit numbers, so if you can do that confidently, you can perform this trick. And with a little bit of memorization and practice, you are able to get a thought-of card by simply asking some pretty unrelated questions about where the poker hands come into, and there's some great presentation that you can use to get that and make it feel natural. I know that's going to be the number one worry with this, as it always is with any sort of binary trick, is making it justified, making it natural, making it seem completely normal, but I do genuinely believe that all of those things are in the binary poker effect. So this is now available for pre-order. It's going to ship on December the 1st, so head to the link in the description or go to themagician.club. So there we have it. That is it for this video. I'm going to put on my best poker player glasses for this outro. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see anything and everything to do with magic. That is what this channel is all about, so I think you'll enjoy it. If you are a magician or you want to be a magician, make sure to hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.